Reality truly is just one giant placebo. I mean, a fat person can think that they're skinny, and if they take the right action, in 6 months, they could lose so much weight that they will be completely unrecognizable, if you know what I mean. Now, on the other hand, I used to think when I was like 12 to 13 years old that my voice wasn't mutating at all, that I had a quite high pitched voice and that I wasn't actually, going anywhere and that my voice was never gonna evolve or something like that. I know I may be exaggerating, but that's what I genuinely thought. And then one day I came over to my friend's house and he said, "What do you mean you wish to have a, a a low voice? You already have one. What do you mean, TR? What do you mean you wish to have it?" And then I was like, yeah, of course. It it just never dawned on me. I mean, like, maybe it was like a lack of attention that others, put onto my voice. Or maybe it was just that I never really learned how to use it properly until like very recently. But that's besides the point. Every single time when you set a new goal for yourself, or whenever you go down the path towards self mastery, towards using your potential to its fullest, whenever you go and to fulfill your goals that you wish to complete and to impress everyone, but mainly yourself, of course, to make your life so much better, the life towards that heaven will always feel like hell until you don't realize that you actually have a strong voice, until you don't recognize the characteristics about yourself, that maybe you're smart, that you're hardworking, that you have the freedom already, you just don't realize it yet because your perception of it is completely fucked. Or if it is like a long term goal that you don't have right now, like making money online, whether it is like getting a stronger physique, whether that is a better relationship with the people around you, I know it's always gonna take some time, and the path to develop that will feel like hell. You'll go through the lows. You'll feel that anger, apathy, disappointment, that scarcity, that fear. You'll feel all of them. But if I tell you the esoteric secret that the elite, who don't go to the education system, by the way, because they never needed it, that is for the 99% of people, we are winners over here. We don't go down that route. If you just follow this one esoteric secret, you'll be able to completely transform your life forever. Have you ever heard of the concept, fake it until you make it? Yeah, now you can see that reality truly is one giant placebo. I know, right now, in your current physical plane, in your current physical reality, I know that the goal that you've set for yourself may seem completely like irrelevant. Like, you're maybe a fat person and you're seeking to, lose fat and in return even gain muscle. Well, all you need to do is to not have goals, but identities. And I know that straight ahead, everything through your five physical senses will literally start yelling at you and telling you that you're not it. And that's perfectly fine, because that's the mistake that everyone makes on their first try. Reality truly is a one giant placebo. You see, you're, metaphorically speaking, the god over your reality, because the universe doesn't react the, does, the universe doesn't you don't react to the universe. The universe reacts to you. Because whatever identity, whatever emotionally charged thoughts, whatever beliefs, whatever emotions, whatever whatever all of these things that you hold about yourself and that make you feel something about yourself on the mental plane will eventually become a physical reality that you can touch. Because before anything can exist physically, it must first exist mentally. And when you're in the process of it physically materializing, that's gonna take some time, and that's when the true test will come in. But you need to realize that you decided to come down to this plane. You are the soul that chose this life to go through it and to get powerful life lessons that it will serve it for the rest of its eternal existence. So, you live on three planes: the mental, spiritual, and the physical. The physical plane always comes last. It is the realm of effect, and the spiritual and the mental plane are the realms of effect. Now, with that being said, all you need to do is just feel yourself already being in that desired reality, and everything else is completely irrelevant. Don't care about the effect that will come. Don't care about anything, because once that truth, that belief gets accepted by your subconscious mind that you're already it, then you will start to completely output a different frequency into the universe that will then extract down from the fourth dimension your desired reality, and it will quite literally give it to you one day that you won't even recognize just how fast you got here. You'll be suddenly compelled to make certain actions and to, I don't know, talk to certain people, to do some kind of an exercise, to follow your inner intuition, to do all of these things, and you'll be led down the correct path to that goal that you now set as your identity. You must feel from the end to become the end. And also, there are no truths in reality other than what the subconscious mind has accepted as a truth. And until you don't, and right now you're feeling as if you're not it, right? That's why you're watching this video. That's why you want to take action, because you want to become it. But if you just become it emotionally, and if you just convince yourself on such a deep subconscious level, then that's when the reality will quite literally change and it will be forced to move. Because until you don't start to change the output of what you're putting into there will be no outer change also. So you must work on your beliefs, thoughts, identity, emotionally charged beliefs, your emotions, your attention, and all of these things, so that you can feel the way that you would feel in that desired reality right now. And you can retain yourself in that feeling for most of the day, and then just come back to that visualization or to that affirmation or whatever technique you choose to choose. It's completely up to you. I mean, the only thing that gets the technique to work is not, the amount of repetition that you do it. It's actually about the emotional conviction that when you do it, you're on the right path. And you will. You just need to believe. And in fact, you need to know that it will work. That's it. So you need to keep yourself in that state emotionally for prolonged periods of time, because you don't need repetition. All you need to do is just for that idea to hit your subconscious mind once. Because think of trauma, for example. We can all think of the times where we were traumatized by something, whether that would be a teacher yelling at you at school, your mom getting angry at you, whether that would be your father slapping you or whatever. It can be truly anything. All it needed to do was just hit your mind once, that strong emotional charge, and it completely changed the view that you see reality, right? But what you don't realize is that reality is just an illusion. And plus, it is also the realm of effect. Now, an illusion doesn't mean that it is not real. What I mean by that is that it is not what it makes itself out to be. There's more to it. I mean, we only see, as human beings, 0.0035% of reality due to the electromagnetics, space that we actually see. It is just a small fraction of it. So we cannot change, so we cannot judge reality based on that small of a percentage. You must judge reality by what is actually real, which is the energy that makes it up. And what is emotion? It is energy in motion. And plus, emotion is the only language of the subconscious mind and of God. And why? Because it is the only real thing in the universe. Nothing more, nothing less. All you need to do is just feel from the end and think from the end, meaning that you need to look at reality as if you already had achieved that physique. And I know that for the first couple of weeks, I know that you may be living in your current reality as if nothing has changed. But for example, if you want to get rich and get away from the education system, then I know that for the first couple of months, it may take you forever to make that first dollar online, but you must already think from the position of having that first, of making that money that you wish to make. And you need to view school as something like, oh yeah, it was fun being here, even though you do still attend it, but my point still stands. You need to have the thoughts the beliefs, the identity, the attention, the emotions, and all of these things, your moods, they must be aligned so that you can feel yourself already being in there unapologetically. Okay? So just don't succumb to the tests that your past frequency will send onto you. Adopt the new frequency. Make your goals your identities, because that's where the true cheat code lies. And that's how you can win over and outsmart the game of reality. That's it. All you need to do is just think from the end and feel from the end. And once that happens, reality has no option but to move. But that process will be painful. I know. Your past frequency that you've been outputting into the universe until now, because you're always going to be outputting some kind of a frequency into the universe. You might as well just make it serve you instead of it controlling you. Am I right? So just, yeah, be a wise, timeless reader instead of a timeless reader that just flows through the universe, not caring about anything. And yeah, take hold of your reality so that it can actually serve you for once. And then after that old frequency dies, after you stop putting all of your attention onto it, and after all of your thoughts, beliefs, and all of these things stop being aligned with its old, with your old frequency, and you start to view the universe through your new frequency and with the knowledge about the universal laws, with the knowledge that time, space, and what we actually see in front of us are actually illusions. But you'll learn that over time. I know that you will. So yeah, that's about it. Don't have goals, have identities. And until those identities don't materialize, just retain that feeling, and and just rest easy in the fact that you're already attracting it to you. All you need to do is just feel, take the action that your inner intuition tells you to do, and just go on living with your day to day life. That's it. By the way, if you want to supercharge your progress on self mastery and with all of these skills like manifestation, stoicism, self improvement, you know, productivity, and all of these things, then you can check out Timeless Reader's Mindsets in the description. It is truly something life changing, and it is a collection of 24 unbreakable mindsets that, if applied to your day to day life, will guarantee you success with any kind of life situation, with any kind of goal, with anything. All you need to do is just apply them consistently, which I'll make sure that you do. And look at these people. I have helped them so much, and they haven't even seen a single life lesson from that timeless course. It is truly, it is truly timeless, just like my name. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you